Once was a land of woe and strife, where the people were bereft of hope. They prayed to their gods of might and light to deliver the heroes of old. Instead they got heroes. Did you hear the quotes in my voice of moral ambiguity? They may help or may not help you at all. Depends on what's in it for them. They kick and they punch and they maul and they smash. They lie and they scheme and they burn and they slash. Succeed or fail, it adds to the tale. Dungeons and debacle starts now. Hello and welcome to this episode of the Dungeons and Buckles podcast. I am your host and dungeon master, Kevin. Going around the table, Blake.
I'm Blake, and I'll be playing the Dragonborn fighter, Juliet.
And Caleb.
Hi, I'm Caleb, and I will be playing the druid, Gwynny.
And Shane.
Gwendolyn Silverstone.
That's me. Still the same old maniacal Alexander.
And John. John is having mic problems, so we will catch up with him here in a minute when he gets it fixed. Alright, so the last time on the Dungeons and Debacles podcast, you came out of the Raven Queen Shrine and were confronted by some Red Talons assassins. You were given a deal to join them or die. You decided to not take that deal and kill all but one of the assassins for questioning, and as that happened, the big boss, Sish the Black Dragonborn, comes out of the woods and casts a command spell on you to get you to listen for a few moments and offers you another deal to be making money off the Red Talons. He basically told you that he didn't believe in basically what was going on, but he was a mercenary and in it for the money. So Shane decided that he was going to take that deal and give the Ring of Plains to Sish, along with the other humming ring. Duggan was not too happy with that. So he took after Sish and attacked him, and that's when the party split. Duggan was killed, I believe. Who struck the killing blow on that? Was that Sish or one of the party members?
Probably Sish.
Okay.
I do not recall.
And then the party split down the middle with Juliet and Alexander on one side, and Tivit and Amonity on the other. Obviously, Tivit wasn't too happy that Sish just killed his dad. And Vito just decided that he was just going to sit down and watch things unfold, and then decided to, get some morals and run away at the end. Tivit was killed. Amonity were killed after a fight with Juliet and Alexander. And Sish He decided to let them bleed out, and Sish awarded Alexander and Juliet 500 gold and told them to go back to Cala and wait for instructions. So that's where we are now. We're outside the shrine. You've got 3 bodies hanging out, and so far it's just Juliet and Alexander.
Seems good.
So what do you want to do?
So, I will loot the bodies. See if there's anything, see if they have anything worth having that they haven't told me about.
You really think they have anything worth anything?
I don't know. I mean, can't trust anybody, right?
Well, actually, I guess they do. Amonity, I believe, had the jewel-encrusted dagger that did command.
Oh yeah, that's right. He had that special dagger. I remember now, along with that we found along with the flute.
Yep.
And Tivit had an amulet.
Yep. And
It's all coming to me.
I think Tivet's amulet gave you advantage on a saving throw once a day.
Yep.
Magic dagger. Can I get the stats on the dagger, please?
Yeah, the dagger, I believe, the only effect that it had is when you crit with it, it cast command at DC 13. Does that sound right, Caleb?
Yeah, if you get a crit, which...
Oh yeah, and the amulet, saving amulet, and that gives you an extra advantage on a saving throw.
Yeah, once per day it'll give you advantage on a saving throw. And as far as the mundane stuff's concerned, I think Tivit had studded leather armor and 2 short swords.
I'm not really stressing about weapons.
Okay.
I don't feel like the extra weight that we would get from carrying is worth it.
I agree.
I mean, how much would all the stuff be worth? Like 40 gold at wholesale? Yeah, maybe at wholesale. Like, I'm not stressing about 40 gold.
Are you saying gold isn't important?
I'm saying
That doesn't
the amount
seem
of effort.
very in character.
I don't feel like the effort to profit ratio is high enough.
That's a good point, because it would take up your time, and time is money.
Exactly. I'm like, we're at 1,000 gold. I'm not really... Oh yeah, Vito has a debt with me for 20 gold that I can't get back. God damn it.
Something tells me you're going to be freaking off about that forever.
I will. I've already erased it from my notes. Vito does not exist.
Okay, so you've basically had this big event go on, and it's just you and Juliet. Do you want to have any sort of discussion about what just happened and what your next plans should be?
Okay, Juliet. So, we've done what we've done. There's no going back on that now. So, you just want to go back to town, or is there anything you're trying to do before we head back?
Well, the bloodstains will dry. Maybe we should... Nah, they don't deserve a good burial.
Thank you
Oh,
so
that's
much.
cold-blooded.
I mean, we don't have to bury them. We can just burn them.
I
no
suppose.
evidence. I mean, because we've made a little quote-unquote name for ourselves as the companions. Maybe making it so that they can't find the bodies would be appropriate. Maybe check the Red Assassins' bodies before we burn them. I don't think the Red Assassins would appreciate too much people knowing that they were around here. If anybody scopes around.
That's fair. On the other hand, taking a blow to the Raven Queen would be really nice.
Blow to the Raven Queen, you say?
Yeah, you don't blow to the Raven Queen?
What do you mean?
We take the bodies and just pile it up in there.
Easy enough.
Maybe a necromancer comes by. Oops, sorry, Raven Queen. There are better deities out there.
That's fine. Leave it as like a parting gift for anybody that comes back, since we kind of just demolished.
Then what are they going to prove, huh? We have the Talons by ourselves to give us an alibi.
I don't feel. I don't know how I feel about having the Red Talons be our alibiers. Whatever. It's too much effort. Let's just leave them.
Well, let's just keep on the lookout for other individuals that might be like-minded. Having a group of just you and I, while we're sufficient, sometimes you need people to do the dirty work, you know.
Yeah, I feel like Sish will sort us out.
Yes.
We are business partners. To the town? Question mark.
To the town.
All right, so just to clarify, you are taking the bodies of the Red Talons, Tivit, and Amonity and putting them inside the shrine of the Raven Queen?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's... I don't know if you want to participate, but I'm doing that.
Yeah, I think about it. I think I'll attempt to lift up one of the bodies, feel that it's too heavy, and just sit it down, and let Juliet do it. This is too much. I don't care about their bodies that much.
All right, so are you looting any of the bodies of the Red Talons?
Yeah, I'd like to see what they got.
Okay, you
See if there's any
find
poison or anything.
among them, you are going to find five vials of poison.
Those are expensive. Keep those, I think.
And 80 gold pieces.
80 gold pieces, he says. So 30. So 1,057.
And they've also got
Right.
the regular travel or adventurer's gear, rations.
I'm not interested in that.
Okay.
Yeah, should be good. I tossed the amulet over to Juliet. The
Nice
saving
little
amulet.
trinket.
Okay, and you're keeping the dagger.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So,
wear that amulet just ahead of time.
Huh?
so what's the plan now? Are you heading back to Cala?
Yeah. Yeah, just go back to town.
Okay.
I mean, Sish told us to wait over there, so what else do we have to do?
Okay. So we'll just say after a couple days, there's no random encounters or anything like that, and
Can we assume that we have liquidated our assets, such as the gold necklace and stuff that we found inside of the thing?
well, it depends on where do you want to sell it. Do you want to sell it in Lightdale, or do you want to try to sell the stuff in Cala?
Cala's bigger, right?
Yes.
Yeah, let's just go to Cala.
Okay.
Guarantee that they have gold and people that would want it.
That's a shame. We didn't even use these passports.
I mean, we did to get here, didn't we?
You did to get
Or
out
else
of
my
town
name,
to cross the
Yeah.
border.
or else my name isn't Rob Swanson.
Still have that written down. Damn.
Yeah, it's on my notes.
Okay, so as you are crossing the border back into Cala, you're going to come across a Cala checkpoint.
Yeah.
And as you come up to the guards, they stop you. And, well, what's all this then? Are you Alexander and Juliet?
Who's asking?
We are duly deputized guards of Cala.
Charlie and Roger.
No, Charlie and Roger are guards on the West Gate. I'm Steve and this is Jerry. And you fit the description of two men we're looking for.
Name's Rob. Don't know who you're talking about.
Rob Swanson?
Correct.
Yes, I know who you are. I have orders to bring you to Captain Treus on site. Please come with me.
You got it.
So he leads you through town, and you get to Captain Treus's office, and he brings you right in. And as you come in, the door closes behind you, and you see two guards in the corner loosen their weapons in their scabbards. Treus
What's
looks
going
up
on?
at you and says, I've heard ill news. Your companion Vito came here a couple of days ago and had a very interesting tale to tell. He says you killed the priest Duggan, his son and guard of Cala Tivit, and Amonity. He came through here not a day ago and presented a holy symbol of Arathis and claims it came from the corpse of Duggan. He says you were offered a deal from Sish. You gave him the Ring of Plains and turned on the rest of the party and killed them. Is this true?
That is false. We were attacked by the Red Talons while escaping the fucking Night Queen's, whatever
Temple
it
of
is.
Raven Queen.
Yeah, the Temple of the Raven Queen.
Okay.
And then in the whole situation, most of our people died
Okay.
after Sish butchered us.
I'm going to need a persuasion check.
How about deception?
Yeah, deception.
17s.
Ooh.
I have a +7 to deception. It's great.
Wow.
Oh,
So, Atreus considers you for a moment and says, then I believe you, but why would Vito come through here saying the things that he said, that you gave the Ring of Plains to Sish? Where is the Ring of Plains? Did you find it?
We weren't able to find it. We got there and we found, who's the woman? It was like some witch or something, I want to say.
Necromancer.
Necromancer? Yeah. We found a necromancer in there. She tried to butcher us in there, and we couldn't. We fought for our right to live. We killed her, and then on the way out, Sish and his companions tried to kill us, and we narrowly escaped.
So you fought Sish.
Correct.
What happened to him?
If he ran away. During the combat, he killed our companions. We narrowly escaped after running off.
Deception check.
Deception.
Oh.
So, that's a 10. So,
It is.
Atreus is kind of getting the feeling that you're not telling him the whole truth. He says, really, Sish ran away from a fight and left you alive. That doesn't sound like something Sish would do.
Just digging that hole deeper,
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying. I have +7.
That's a 9.
It is a 9.
So, Atreus says, I kind of feel like you're not telling me the whole story. What happened?
How do I get out of this, man?
I hope that wasn't in character.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
I have an idea. You killed my dad, sister.
Well, he's not your dad. You're not that character anymore, so that's fine. He's dead as
Vito
doornails.
tried to take the deal. Sish ran away. It's that.
Yeah, Sish got what he wanted after he got the ring of warding from me.
Just said we didn't find it.
No, we didn't find the ring of plains. We had the ring of finding forever ago.
So you're telling him that Sish just wanted the Ring of Finding?
Correct. He wanted it for some purpose.
Why would he go through such trouble for such a trinket?
I mean, I'm not part of the Red Talons, so how would I know?
I think we're going to need to continue this discussion in a more official capacity. And then
I don't think we do.
And Atreus looks at you and says, I don't think you make that decision. So at that point, he motions for the guards to like escort you out of his office and says, we'll speak about this later. And about this time that you hear this, you hear a commotion outside of a man yelling. And as they open the door, you come face to face with Micah. And he stares right at you, Alexander, and he just has murder in his eyes. He looks at you and says, You murderer, you traitor, you killed my husband and son. You will die by my hand.
Which one's Micah again?
He's the
Sorry,
ranger.
he's the ranger?
Yeah, he was married to Duggan. They're Tivet's dads. Where are they? Where is Tivet? Where is Duggan? Where's Tivet?
Dead by the Red Talons.
So nonchalant.
And then he spits at you. Because you're not going to have to roll deception for that, because I guess that's technically true.
It is.
So as he spits at you, two other guards in the hallway pull him off, and you can just hear him ranting and raving in the background as you guys are escorted to the Cala jail.
This is fine.
So you get processed in the jail. They're going to take your weapons and the things on you that appear to be magical. And the guy running the jail says, if you're cleared of this, we'll be giving your stuff back, but we'll
Can I have my flute at least?
Sure, I don't see any harm in it.
Thanks.
So he gives you your flute, and you guys are escorted to the jail. And you sit there for, probably a couple hours until probably sometime after midnight. You hear a commotion outside in the jail. It sounds like bodies falling, not so much like fighting or screaming or sword fighting or anything like that, but just like some, rough housing and things hitting the ground.
Seems good.
Okay. And then about that time, you are going to see the main entrance into your jail open. Mm-hmm. And in walks Caleb and John. Can you describe your characters?
Nut brown elf.
That sounds like a delicious beer.
All right, a honey brown elf.
Gwendolyn is a 40-year-old, slightly plump but handsome woman.
And Alunodas is the same height.
So, John and Caleb, your characters have been sent. You found out that the newest members of your Red Talon band, who recovered the Ring of Plains, have been captured and put in this jail. So you have been sent in to get them out.
No one should be caged.
Alunodas rolls his eye, goes back and grabs the key.
Okay, so give me. There's probably 3 guards that you just took down, and so I'm going to need you to do like an investigation check just to find the key. Oh wow!
Would I
There we
have
go.
known who has the key from
that
locking me up?
That's a crit. So Gwenny is able to find that key.
Gwendolyn pulls out a crystal and waves it around and tries to douse the key location. Finds it. Amethysts always work for her.
So after some searching around, you're able to find the key and then use it to release them from their cells. Want to do any sort of explaining on what's going on in this situation?
I mean, I can put the pieces together. I mean, are they in the full Red Talon get-up?
Like prison rags, I think.
Probably not.
Not us, them.
Say, come with me if you want to live.
You got it.
All right.
That sounds like a fun idea.
So
Before we leave, could we happen to get our acquired gear from these people?
Yeah, you know where those are. So you'll just be walking back out into the jail, and there's a chest over in the corner, and that same key probably opens it.
Yeah. I go ahead and adorn myself with all of the things I had before.
All right. Stand by.
I am sitting.
So what's going to happen is you are going to walk out onto the street. You are, as you're exiting the building, you hear some shouting out in the streets, and you think that probably someone heard. What's your characters' names again? Unpronounceable John and Gwenny.
Gwendolyn, and I believe his name is Alunodas.
Alan, yeah, I'm going to call you Al.
Yeah.
So, you think as they were causing a ruckus, getting you out of the jail, that the alarm was raised, and now you see 7 town guards approaching the building as you are exiting.
I don't know how I feel about that, but that's fine.
Well, you have the option. I guess you could stay in the jail and fight from there, or you can walk out in the street and try to run or fight them.
So we can see 7 guys outside?
Yep.
Would we have any insight to how many more may show up?
No.
I mean, I would assume that there's more than 10 guards in the town. So, is there, do we know of an escape route behind the building? Or, like, is there a way out
You
the
know this
back?
building better than we do.
Yeah, Juliet would know.
Hey, Julia, is there a way out through the back?
No,
Not
there's
with
not.
what we have.
Yeah, there's no back way out of the jail. You would actually, because you go in and go out through the same place. I mean, you're trying to keep it secure.
Got it.
You distract.
What are we gonna do? I mean, we
Gwendolyn,
could fight.
distract them up.
The only way out is through.
That's true, but I'd rather not fight 7 guys with the capability of more showing up. You know what I mean?
Did we have anything to disperse them or make it so it's harder to see?
Let's
Because we
look.
only have a few more seconds before they decide to come running in.
What do I got?
Maybe harsh language.
Oh, my baby is inside. It's on fire.
What spells do I have? I might have Disguise Self.
That
Would help yourself.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
so
I
much
can,
anyone else.
I could make it seem like I'm a guard and I'm escorting you guys out after capturing it. Character spells. I do have Disguise Self. That is a thing I have.
Does that change your clothing and appearance?
Yeah, it makes it so what happened. I'll just do this. It makes it so that other people will see me as exactly how I want them to see me, but it doesn't change my actual like how big I am. So say I'm like a big person, and I change my form to be like a little bit smaller of a person. If they try and touch me, they will touch like me further out than how I look.
Okay, so is that something you're going to do?
I'm thinking about it. I'm wondering if that'll actually, because I have a really high perception. This guy's self, comprehend language, kind of suggestion. What does suggestion do? I wish I typed it in. Yeah, I'm gonna disguise self to make it look like I am one of the dead members of the guard inside.
Okay.
That would
I
have
feel
been
like
smart,
I-
changing the guard
yeah.
clothes.
No, it just makes me perceive. Like, they see me in guard clothes.
Okay.
I don't know if that
so
makes it better or worse.
Guard number 1 is going to come running up to this door, followed by these guys right here. So, what is the layout inside this room? Because they're getting ready to come in the jail.
A layout inside of the room, like how we're placed.
Yeah.
I think that the 3 of them should be behind me. Like, I'll be about here, and then the 3 of you guys can be lined up behind me.
tell
Going
them
out.
that they went that.
You cut out, John.
Say again?
Tell them they ran that way.
Yeah, I could just run out and say they've already exited the building. Let's do that. Good call. I'm a sprint out the building, looking like I'm in distress, and tell them that they already escaped the building and are running to the right side.
Okay, I'm going to need a deception check.
You got it. My thing would actually, there it is. Core deception. What do I got? 22.
Wow. Okay, so the tower guard number 1 is going to say, which way are you pointing?
I'm pointing to the right side, towards the top,
Oh, okay.
north.
So he's like, follow us. And then he starts taking off this way. So all these tower guards are going to start running up towards the north. So what are you doing now?
Are they out of sight?
Let's say
Is
that
there
they
any-
are.
Yeah. I think I asked Juliet to see if there's a a back alley kind of way out of this town, or if the two Red Talons know the city well enough to get us out of here without being seen.
I heard the sewers are a great way to go.
So, now you say it, that makes a lot of sense. Is there a sewer plate somewhere near?
Let's see. Roll me a odds or evens.
Even.
There is.
Sweet. Would it be like towards the front of the building?
We'll say that it's like around toward the back of the building, and you're able to access it.
Got it. Well, let's get in there. I just push open the plate, get inside,
Okay.
go down the ladder.
And you guys like the sewers.
It's easy way to get around. Easy way to get around.
All right. So at this point, you are probably going to hang out down there for a little while until maybe a little the heat blows over. I mean, obviously, there's.
Might as well make her. Yeah, we might as well follow the sewers to the outskirts of the city.
Well, either that or the Red Talons do have a safe house in Cala that Al and Gwenny would know about. And they
should I roll
they actually have a middleman too.
Okay. I asked the Red Talons to see if they know a safe place to be during times like this.
Follow us to the safe house. It's an old massage parlor over near the docks.
It's as good as
You
place
got
as
it.
any.
Easy enough.
So
Follow.
you'll take a couple of hours to get to this massage parlor towards in the southern docks where I guess you started out.
While this is happening, I'm gonna. Nah, I'll queue. You said couple hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, disguise self is let off.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that you're going to be making your way through the sewers and popping up probably, as you find your way through. Gwenny and Al probably have had some time to get the lay of this city and the back ways and probably even the sewers, so you'll be able to basically pop up a couple of blocks away from this massage parlor in the Docks district.
Yep.
So you make your way to the safe house and you walk inside, and there is a half elf who is sitting in the I guess the parlor of the part of the massage parlor. Which there's probably not a lot of massaging going on. It's just like a front, or maybe that's their front, so there is some massage going on. But the guy appears to be a tall half elf, probably in his middle years. And as Gwen and Al walks in and they see Alexander and Juliet walk in, he says, so these are the new recruits?
I don't think he's talking to me, is he?
Well, I mean, he's talking to you all. But he would be, I guess, be talking to you because he knows Al and Gwenny.
They were the only ones locked up.
Yeah, that's true, but I mean, like, he's talking about recruits as in, like, new members of the Talons.
Mm-hmm.
And
So, I mean, I feel like he'd be talking to the people that are already in the Talons and been there a while.
Right.
Know what I mean? So I kind of want to respond, but it's not my place to respond. Know what I mean?
they were the only ones locked up, and so we freed them and brought them to you.
Okay. He looks at Alexander and Juliet and says, "My name's Davik. I take it you're the bard and you are the fighter? You don't
Yes,
see
sir.
too many Dragonborn bards, so I'll take that as given."
You are very astute.
I reach over for a handshake.
He stands up and he walks over and shakes your hand.
Easy enough.
So, it seems you've caused quite a amount of trouble for the Temple of Arathis.
Yeah, a little bit. You'd say that.
Yeah. Duggan, I can't say that I liked him, but, I mean, there's a lot of people in this town. He's been a priest of Arathis for decades. Can't say that I'm sorry he's dead. But you have to know that his priest and Micah are going to be gunning for you now. I heard what happened.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll get through it.
That's not even close to fine.
This is fine. we'll figure it out as it comes.
Well, being a Red Talon is a dangerous life. There's always someone coming for you.
Makes sense.
That's a naughty thing to say in a massage parlor.
That doesn't seem appropriate for our situation.
So he says, I tell you what we could do for you. We can hide you for the time being, give you a place to stay, some food, and some direction. We should have orders within a few days.
Sounds good to me.
So he tells Al and, hey, Al, Gwenny, settle them in.
While that's happening, I sure hope that's not lingo for beat the shit out of them.
No, and I mean...
No.
As in...
We're just going to give you some suspiciously stained cuts.
and by settle you in, Al and Gwenny would know that to put you in the base, in the cellar.
And I, start some scented candles and aromatherapy going for you.
I don't think mold is supposed to be aromatherapy.
But no, as you go down into the cellar, you'll see that they pull aside a carpet, and there's a trap door, and you can see that there's some supplies down here and cots. It looks like it's a place where they've made it out to where people can lie low, because they are the Red Talons, and as he said, as a Red Talon, there's always someone coming for you.
Any special rules that I should know about staying here?
Just
like not being too loud.
Yeah, just try not to kill anybody inside the house.
You got it. Don't have to ask me twice.
So we're gonna say that probably a day goes by or so. Is there anything that you want to say to each other, to Al or Gwenny?
Do we assume that they're going to be our comrades for the time being?
Well, I mean,
or are they
anyone who's a Red Talon at this point, your comrade.
Well, I reach over to give a handshake to both of them to thank them for saving us from the prison, which is pretty good.
Gwenny gives you a hug.
Aww.
I feel mildly awkward.
Al gives you a very brief.
Hey, you got it, John.
Al gives you a very brief handshake.
Easy enough.
So how did the two of you manage to be in this place? It's not exactly the most public one.
You mean in the Red Talons?
Yeah.
I was raised in it, in a monastery.
I didn't realize their reach was quite that far.
We are everywhere.
Oh, don't take Al so seriously. He's a big softy at heart.
I gave a little chuckle.
Al doesn't.
Hi, my name is Gwenny, and I heard about the Red Talons because I heard that there's a big dragon, and she was a mom, and she was imprisoned away, and I don't think that's right. I think that everybody should be free, especially moms just trying to take care of their kids.
So that's why you pledged yourself to eternal ruin?
Yes.
Alright. It's very interesting.
Why did you agree to join the Red Talon?
I have a better agenda this way than I do romping around with the town guard. There's no reason to put such weight on morality there. By the rules, sure, but out there it's kill or be killed, right?
Al nods.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine both of you are aware of the various leaders here, or are there sort of like separate cells?
I don't know much at all, really.
Well, you two would know that the Red Talons really, it doesn't seem like there's like a straight down hierarchy from the top to the bottom, that, everything's kind of divided into these cells that, one cell doesn't really know much about the other cell, and that's how they keep all the other cells from being discovered.
We try not to know too much in case any of us is captured.
Makes sense. I mean, I would prefer just to have training so that everyone is capable of not ratting, but magic is a thing.
Anyone
Wait a
can be
second.
made to betray.
So, just a question. So, would there be magic that people could use to, say, make someone make people unable to be charmed or forced to speak? Like some sort of like forbidden magic to alter somebody's mind?
I think it would have to be some sort of geese. The command on it or something would be, you would blank their mind except for whatever mission that they were on. Or
Makes
there would
sense.
have to be like some specific command.
Right. And just a thought that came into my head whenever I made all the people go the other way. Blazing Saddles?
Is that in character?
No.
Yes,
It's
I'm
not.
aware of the movie Blazing Saddles.
Are you aware of that? What's a movie? What is a movie? Yeah, but Blazing Saddles just going through my brain as that was happening. It's like, these people are so dumb. You're so smart.
So, Al or Gwynnier, is there any questions that you have for Juliet and Alexander?
Not Al. He's an incurious type. He waits for his orders.
Maybe what happened with the Ring of Plains? Or how they
Wouldn't
went from
they-
town guards to being on the run?
Wouldn't Sish have told them this, or no?
Sish hasn't gotten back to him yet.
Right, but what I'm saying is you're in this situation, and you, Al and Gwen, know that, that something went down with Sish, and now these people that were hunting the Ring of Plains are now on the run from the town guard in Cala.
So we haven't heard from Sish. We don't know all this stuff.
No, but you've heard the scuttlebutt in town because Vito came into the town and told the captain of the guard that these guys killed Tivit and Amonity and Duggan.
Okay. In that case, we do have questions. Tell us about your meeting with Sish.
Yeah, so we kind of emptied out this entire shrine in the middle of the forest. We did all that, exited. You Red Talon guys tried to kill us. We killed you. Then Sish came by, gave us a proposition I couldn't really say no to. I was on board. Juliet was on board. Everyone else, not so much. We're here. They're not. And just waiting on Sish to get back with what we're doing.
So
How
your
this whole
former
business plan's
companion
happening.
Vito was telling the truth.
Say again?
Your former companion Vito was telling the truth.
He was. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. Vito's not the brightest guy, so it's kind of easy to make it seem like he's not telling the truth.
So easy you ended up in a jail cell.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy didn't really trust us. That's the main issue.
Sick burn.
Nah, I'm good. Not really stressing too much.
So we're going to say that probably a day or two goes by, and then Davik opens the trapdoor and comes downstairs and says, "Listen up. I've got a mission for you.
Oh yeah? What might that be?
It will be no small feat, but We're going to be taking down the priesthood of Arathis.
Whew! That's a big first mission you got here. How are we gonna pull that one off?
Well, I guess that's something we need to discuss.
Easy enough.
Gwynny is happy to be pulling down Big Holy.
Tivit's against, or not Tivit. Al is against anyone who's against Ruin.
Al is against anyone who's against Ruin. Okay. I had to plot that out in my head.
Tivit's not against anyone. Tivit's just dead.
There is that. All right, so next week, you guys are going to be plotting to take down the Temple of Arathis inside of Cala.
Seems good.
As you sow chaos and discord throughout the realms.
Probably essential oils too. That's going to be part of it.
Yeah, we need those. Are essential. I mean, we're in a parlor, so I'm sure we can find something.
Oh yeah, massage oils, scented,
quote unquote.
You got to center your well-being and believe, picture it, ask the universe.
Yeah, you just got to put it out there.
Just happy to be here.
Whatever you send out comes back threefold.
I'm happy Disguise Self actually mattered. That was a good time. First time casting it, ended up making us not have to fight 15 guys.
Yeah, that was kind of disappointing to me.
Yeah, I was thinking that the entire time. I'm like, man, I'm sure that he was thinking that we were gonna get in combat. No, not risking my life for no good reason.
Well, I mean,
there's no money in it. Not going to try and die.
Yeah, and I mean that might have to be like your MO, like going down the line here as you're completing these missions.
Yeah, I'm not really the combat sort, so gotta get something happening.
Bishop Tobias, I'm sure you've heard what I've heard. The companions. Our ring seekers. They've turned on us and they've made a deal with the Red Talons. They've killed my husband, Duggan, and my son, Tivit. This must not stand. They have been detained by the guard, but trials be damned. You know as well as I, they will not get justice, just on the word of a beast man. You know the racism here. They must pay with their blood. I come to implore you. Lend me one of your paladins, and we will learn the truth. Peace, Micah. Peace. I've heard the same rumors as you, but for now, they're only rumors, based on the word of a beastman. We don't know anything for certain right now. It's just speculation and rumors so far. We don't know if any of this is true. We must let justice take its course, without passion. I know you're pained right now, but have faith in justice and Arathis. Bah! You sit here as the world burns around you. Ruin is returning and you do nothing. There are kobolds in our street killing people and you do nothing. You know the Red Talons are in this city and you still do nothing. You know these companions killed Duggan, one of your own priests, and my son Tivit, a guard of Cala, and here you are, arguing for peace and justice. I can't stand by and do nothing. Micah, peace. Peace? You sit here and ask me for peace? No, there will be no peace. You sit here on your hands and do nothing. You coward. Arathis apparently is the god of cowards, sitting, watching, doing nothing. Arathis be damned, and damn you! I will find my own justice. I'm done with peace, and I'm done with you, and I'm done with Arathis. Bishop? Should I have the paladin stop him? No, we shall watch and observe. All is Arathis' will. Thanks for joining us for this episode of the Dungeons & Debacles podcast. A lot of people say this, but we really do want to hear from you. Are we shinier than a platinum piece? Or stankier than a kobold's loincloth? Let us know what you liked and didn't like. Everything helps this make a better podcast for you. Got an idea for monsters, items, and commercials? Let us know about it. You might hear it in the show. Find us on Facebook and Twitter at Dungeons & Debacles Podcast. We also have a website where you can learn more about the characters, lore, and maps of this world. You'll also find articles about Dungeons & Dragons and a whole lot more. Just search Dungeons & Debacles Podcast. Do you think the government of Luscane is spying on you and you don't have a social media account? Then email us at dungeondebacle@gmail.com. You can also check out the theme song and all the commercials you heard on the podcast on our YouTube account. Just search Dungeons & Debacles Podcast. New episodes come out every Sunday, so check your podcast app. And now a word from this week's sponsor. Do you want to make more gold? Of course, we all do. Find out how easy it is to do with your Journeyman certification with the Carly Institute Correspondence School. You can train for a new trade without setting foot in a classroom. Choose from any of these courses: livery, weapon and armor repair, Bowery Fletcher, leather tanning, blacksmithing, child daycare, cart management, bookkeeping, law assistant, dentist, bloodletting, and inn management. Or get your specialized degree in arcana, alchemy, herbalism, or cartography. Compare your current salary with the gold you could be making in any one of these careers. Send a raven to Carly Vocational Correspondence School to start your quest for a better life.